So I'm Sarah. I'm a CEO, co-founder of Barn Owl, previously drone services, now precision agriculture. We decided to make that change just because we have expanded what we do with our systems, and we're not focused so much on drones, more focused on the entire ag system. And that's part of, as Phil was mentioning earlier, mistakes, not necessarily a mistake, but definitely something to change as we continued to progress. We got started in 2017 out of La Junta, Colorado. The company is myself, my husband, Brian, who's our CTO, and then my brother, Jaron, who's our COO. And then we also have two employees who are kind of our athlete employees. They do it all. They help with the coding and the engineering, and they take out trash, everything you can think of, they do it all. And so in 2017, we moved back towards La Junta, Colorado after my grandparents started to get sick. And from there, Jaron was originally working in aggregate, measuring volumetrics for mining sites, rocks, and piles of trash and other things using drones. So that's where the drone experience comes from. And out in La Junta, there's not a whole lot of rock quarries. So we had to figure out a way to apply these systems that Jaron had been learning using the drones for farmers. We got to know a lot of the farmers and kind of see their struggles and their experiences and really understand that they are supporting us. And that's where the importance from the farmers came from. So that's kind of our why. We got to know these people, and we got to understand that without them, we don't have a future. None of us do. And so that's why we started every day trying to figure out the best way that we could to apply the technology to help them and make a future that was sustainable for us all. Since then, we have done a lot, and I can say that we have probably done too much, and that is one of the mistakes, and I'm comfortable using that word because it's good to own that word and be able to manage those mistakes and learn from them and not do them again. That's the biggest thing about a mistake. But from there, we have created a weeding robot. So we take this robot into the field now, and we provide a weeding service to help farmers cut their labor in half, and then they take that labor and that time savings, and they can increase their profits by it, which allows our farmers to stay in the game longer and to continue to grow for us and to continue to have their kids grow for us, because at the end of the day, farming is a business. While it is a family business, they still have to be able to send their kids to baseball practice and buy socks and other things that we all also have to do. So that is one of the reasons for the name change to Precision Ag, is because we started doing a lot of robotics things. And then the other side of what we do is drone analysis. So we use the drones, collect information, and doing a lot of AI stuff. We provide analysis on information such as detecting irrigation problems, detecting insects and disease, just figuring out things that would make the yield better for our farmers. And that's pretty much what we're focused on now. So this year, we have raised $435,000, which was phenomenal for us. Like I said, while we started the company in 2017, this is kind of year one for us, since we spent the first few years trying to figure out what farmers would benefit from, how to communicate with them, how to pretty much change everything that we were doing, coming from, I have a master's degree in healthcare administration, and Brian is going to school for coding, and then Jaron, he had the drone experience in aggregate. So we all pivoted to kind of accomplish this mission for our why. And so that was the first few years of what we were doing. And so this year has been year one for us. And it's been a fantastic year. Us being able to raise the money was incredibly challenging, but so beneficial, because now we can continue to work on the things that we have been trying to work on to help our farmers. As we continue to see, being an entrepreneur is the most difficult thing that we have ever done, but it's also the most rewarding. I wouldn't go back. If I had the choice to go back and, you know, get a job in healthcare administration, I can't say that I would. If I had to do things differently after all the advice we have been given, I would try to do it differently for the second time around. But we have been given a great network and a great support system from programs like this. As Phil mentioned, we participated in this program. I don't know if that was the first time it had been done, but the last session. And being able to have that network and have, you know, just people to call and say, hey, this is my thought. This is where we're going. What do you think? Is probably, I would say, just as important as having the capital, right? Those two things go hand in hand. Because if you have the money, that's great. But if you can't follow through with the things that you want to do successfully, then sometimes it doesn't matter in the end, right? That's, I guess, how mistakes and failures happen as well. I think that having a family business is unique, definitely. We have our challenges internally. Communicating with farmers is a challenge sometimes, especially with all the tech, the heavy base tech that we have. And we have gone through a lot of challenges. But again, the most rewarding thing that I've ever done. And let's see what else. Where we're going from here, we are going to develop our systems. We'll probably do a couple more raises. We're going to expand throughout the state and then throughout the United States and then internationally, because our goal in the end is to save the farmers. And then by saving the farmers, we save the world, because we can solve climate change. We can reduce the amount of not problems, but I guess wars that we have over food insecurities. I truly believe that we do have, that food insecurities are a big problem that lead to bigger problems throughout the world. And we can just make a positive difference in our platform that, you know, continues to benefit everybody for the future.